Hi everyone, in a previous video I showed you how I did a no line watercoloring technique with this image. I've since let it dry and cut it out, and now we're going to assemble it into a card. So I'm going to be using a base of soft seafoam cardstock. All the measurements will be over on my blog, so you can check that out if you're looking for the measurements. And I'm going to be using the gorgeous Designer Series paper, All My Love, I think it is. Oh, I should check these things before I come on and do videos, shouldn't I? So I'm going to be using the two Designer Series papers, because that's the Designer Series paper that we are using for the blog hop for this card. So I'm just going to adhere this down. I've got most of the pre-work done for my card already done. I'm going to do it this way. So it should be a fairly quick assembly because I've done most of the prep work. Okay, and then the other, which is a gorgeous pattern, and I'm going to stick that in the other direction. And it's just a slightly smaller piece than the lovely lipstick. Okay, the next thing I'm going to pop down is one of our metallic doilies. Oh, I've got a few little pieces here that haven't been popped out. And I'm just going to adhere this with a two-way glue pen. It sort of covers up some of my green. Would have been nice to have a little bit more green leaf showing on my card. Okay, and then I have cut out my teapot using the matching die, which is in the Celebration catalogue. When you spend $180, you can get the matching die for free, and this will be carrying over to the next annual catalogue. So I'm only going to pop dimensionals down the center so that I can tuck some little filigree shapes in afterwards. So I'm just going to pop that over my doily, sort of in the middle-ish. Those crooked Designer Series paper make me feel a bit wonky. It makes me feel like my card's not straight. So I don't know that that's straight. I'm hoping it's straight. So next I've got, I've cut this out of Flirty Flamingo, and looking for my scissors. So I'm just going to cut this up into 3 pieces. So I'm going to snip one, where did I snip it? I think I snipped it here. So I'm going to have a piece down here, and another small piece over here, and then one coming up over here. So that's why I only put the dimensionals down the center of the teapot, so that I can actually come back and tuck these pieces under. So again, just with my glue pen. Now Stampin' Up! Don't stock these anymore, but if you do wish them to come back, I would suggest you go and sandbox them. There's a spot that I do believe customers and demonstrators, I know demonstrators we can sandbox things, but I'm pretty sure as a customer you can sandbox them too, because I love these pens and I sandbox them quite often. And last one, whoops. So you could pop down any type of little filigree background, or leaves or flowers. So, and I sort of tend to not put adhesive on everything because I like some of it to actually pop up. Okay, so next I have my sentiment, and I've taken this one from the Rooster stamp set that is also in the celebrations. It says enjoy the simple moments, and I'm going to, I think I'm going to use my, no, I have run out of all of them. I'm just going to use the edges, but not with my good scissors, with a pair of older scissors. And just use the scraps up. So I've embossed in white. I'm going to try and make this straight. I have embossed in white onto old olive cardstock. It seemed to go quite nicely with the softer seafoam. I hope that is straight. It's very hard to tell with all the crooked paper. So next I have a 20 centimeter length of white baker's twine. And I'm just going to tie this into a knot, into a bow I should say, not a knot. So it's easy to do it with the two little ears, and then it's just a matter of manipulating it a little bit. So if you keep your fingers on the knot and pull, you can generally get a decent shaped bow. And then it's just a matter of opening it up and pulling it. And what I really like to do, and I hope you can see on the white, oh, everything's sticking to me now, is I like to tie a little knot just in the tails. It just adds a little bit of different interest without, you know, adding any extra to the card. Just finishes it off nicely, I think. So I'm going to grab a glue dot and stick that on. Got to get your bows right. And because it's also warm here today, they're sticking to me. Okay. So you're just going to grab a glue dot and stick you there. And then I can put my bow on there. Oops, he wants to twist around this one. He's not going to sit nicely for me. Just tug on it a little bit. Okay, and then finally, I'm almost done. Finally, I'm just going to use some of the metallic silver pearls just to, you know, pick up the silver doily. And these are probably going to stick to me in all sorts of places too. So I'm just going to pop a couple of these around just to finish off. Probably like that. Okay, so there we have our finished card. Nice and quick, but it was quick because I had a lot of things already cut out. But there's our card. I'll put it straight. And like I said, full instructions are over on my blog if you'd like to go and check out the measurements to recreate it yourself. Thanks, bye.